Is that a space whale?
Is that a Rangon with constipation?
I think that's another Primarch.
You're kidding me, right?
I don't know which one we're talking about. I've only met Jagged Icon.
I think it's who you're thinking, what ya?
The big, the bad, and the red.
Magnus the Red?
Nope.
Wait, what Primarch is also red? Oh, fuck.
Yep. Angron. No, I'm not doing this voice for any amount of time. Give me my weeb sword, what ya?
Oh boy, here you go.
Come at me, Angron.
Oh, I do declare, my head feels so much better. What did you do, my minuscule individual?
Did you just call me small? No, fuck off.
Oh, he'll be back in the warp. What did you do?
I ripped out his nails. I genuinely thought that would kill him. Apparently it made the Italian into a Brit stereotype, but we should hammer this subject for this Wednesday video. World Eaters, their Index, not their Christmas detachment. Not going into details about the World Eaters, they're gladiators that got screwed at every single turn. So, their army rule is pretty simple, but can do a lot. Blessings of Khorne. At the start of every battle round, no matter whose turn it is, you roll 8d6 and pick out the ones you want to spend to make up to 2 blessings. Each blessing can be used once per round, but it seems to go over the whole round. Rage Fueled Invigoration costs any double dice and gives 2 inches of movement to all units with the army rule. Wrathful Devotion also costs any double and gives a Feel No Pain of 6+, but if they already have an FNP, add 1 to those rolls. Martial Excellence is any double dice over 3 and gives sustained hits. Total Carnage is double of 4 up or any triple dice and gives a Fight After Death on a 4 up. Warp Blades is any triple or a double of 5 up and gives lethal hits. Unbridled Bloodlust is on a double 6 or triples of 4 up, and it allows to advance and charge. A lot of good, but random at best. You'll throw out the dice you don't use and reroll at the start of the next round. The Bloodlust one is rather helpful in that first round. The detachment is Vessels of Wrath, and the ability is Wrath of Khorne. When you use the blessings, you can choose so many models in specific character types. 8-bound champions, Exalted 8-bound champions, Khorne Berserker champions, and World Eater Terminator champions. You can choose the same type of model multiple times if you have multiple models. Up to 2 models for 1k points, 3 for 2k, or 4 for 3k. Those models get an extra Blessings of Khorne on them alone for free. Not their entire unit, just those characters, and they get a keyword as well. Honestly, great, pretty helpful, as I don't see a negative to this, really. Enhancements now. Gateway to Glory, 10 points, only usable on Daemon Princes or Mounted World Eaters units. It allows the model to move through terrain, so long as it doesn't end its movement with the engagement range of another model. Funny thing is, this only is helpful for the units it's usable on, as Mounted and the Monster Princes don't count as infantry units. But there ain't a lot of those in the World Eaters, unfortunately. Avenger's Crown, 15 points. It's a fight after death on 2-ups. A better version of the army rule ability, so this could end up doubling up for this one guy, and that could be a bit of a problem. But this one is great no matter what, really. Vox Diabolus, 20 points. When this model's unit destroys an enemy unit with a melee attack, roll 1d6 and add 1 if this model has the Vessel of Wrath keyword that comes from the detachment. On a 4+, gain a command point. We'll see how good this actually is when I go into stratagems. And 25 points, Arc Slaughterer. Boost the AP by 1 for melee. Boost damage if the bearer is a Vessel of Wrath as well. Only works on this one model, not the bearer's unit. Most of these only affect the one model, not the whole unit, so bear that in mind when choosing. Now, time for stratagems. Each one is 1 point. So that already puts the extra command point one a little less important. Aspire to Infamy is usable in the fight phase on 1 Khorne Berserkers or Jackals unit that's not yet fought and is within 8 inches of a friendly World Eater's character. Boost the strength and AP of the melee weapons by 1 for the non-character models in the unit. That's interesting, really. Not bad either. Overshadowed by None in the fight phase for infantry, mounted units, or the Daemon Prince units. Allows the unit to reroll wound rolls against a monster or vehicle units. Very good against knights, I'll tell you that. This could just annihilate them. Gory Dedication is usable on a World Eater's unit that has fought and killed 1 or more enemy models. You gain control of the objective marker that unit is on, and you get sticky on it too. That's okay, I guess. Punish the Craven during your opponent's movement phase. Just after something not a monster or vehicle has fallen back. Usable on infantry or prince units that were within engagement range of said fall back unit. The enemy unit must make a desperate escape, and if the used unit has a Vessel of Wrath, subtract 1 from the enemy. Meet Force with Force is used during the opponent's shooting phase, just after the enemy unit has shot, and this affects infantry, mounted, and princes, again, who's lost some wounds. It lets the unit make a surge move, roll a d6, and move that much, but you must move closer to the closest unit. And you can move within engagement range of an enemy. If they're a berserker or a vessel, you can re-roll that die entirely. Brazen Contempt is the last one during the opponent's shooting phase, after the enemy has chosen its targets. If your unit has been chosen to be hit, they can be affected by this. If your opponent's strength is higher than your toughness, subtract 1 from their wound roll. Or, if your used unit has a vessel in it, you can subtract 1 from the wound roll no matter what. There we go, World Eaters. Not bad, not good, just okay, really. The issue with them is the fact that they're all melee with almost no range at all, leading to a little bit of restrictions in what can be used, how, and when, and a lot of other things. But now, shove off.